Checky check.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome.
Ben Harper.
Ben Harper.
I can change the world with my own two hands, make a better place with my own two hands, make a kinder place. Oh, with my own two hands, with my own two hands, with my own two hands. I can make a peace on earth with my own two hands, and I can clean up the earth, Lord, with my own two hands, and I can reach out to you. Oh, with my own two hands, with my own two hands. Oh, with my own two hands. I'm gonna make it a brighter place. I'm gonna make it a safer place. I'm gonna help the human race. With my own two
Sure.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me. It's my first experience like that. I'm super excited. Love it.
Me too. I've been thinking about it all day. I literally took off work so we didn't have to spend most of the day together, so we could do this podcast and just get our personal time in.
It's very cute that you think about me, even when you're off from work and you think about me.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that, though.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think we say this a lot at work, but I mean, we spend most of our time together.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
in life. And I think maybe, I mean, I had sort of a structure for the show, but no structure at all. But this is one of the things I wanted to bring up. First of all, though, Stefano Parvoli. Parvoli. Welcome to the My Girona podcast. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
It's a real pleasure to have you. Yeah, talking about work and spending so much time with somebody, you're actually one of the best coworkers I've ever had, because you can go, yeah, cheers to that. You can go days on end without even saying anything to me, and just being like, just hanging out,
Yeah.
just being like in your own world, be like, oh, I don't have to like, if you turn and talk, you have something to say. But if you don't, you're not just trying to be like, so,
Yeah.
you know, look at the weather. It's the best.
Yeah, small talk, no.
I hate that. I mean, I don't hate it. I get it. It's part of being human, but it was a real relief when we first started working together. Yeah, you just be, I'm like, what's up? You're like, nothing, everything's cool. You know, you would give me that at least, you know, it wouldn't be like, this dude's not talking to me for some reason, or, you know, like, what's going on? Is he super pissed?
He ate me secretly.
But it's very conducive to getting a lot of fucking work done, which you do, or we would do, you know, just sort of staying focused and just cranking out the job, doing what we're there for.
Yeah.
But then on the flip coin, on the other side of the coin, if there's something you want to talk about, holy fucking shit, you won't stop. You're like, then another thing. Like,
yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I didn't need to know all of this.
Yeah, it's like a Pandora, you know.
Yeah.
Don't open it, because if you do, well,
Yeah.
you have to deal with it.
I think one of my favorite moments in those first couple of weeks when we started to work together, and just for people who are listening, we do some bike mechanics together here in Girona. And we're not going to mention who for, because no one's paying for that. But we work on a lot of bikes. And first of all, I got to say, I think you're one of the best mechanics I've ever seen in my life, or
thank you.
have worked with. You're a
Thank
fucking
you.
amazing bike mechanic, or everything you do over there is great. So thank you for that. Thank you for teaching
Thank
me
you.
all that.
Thank you.
All the kind of tips that you were showing me. A lot of it I thought I knew. And then a lot of it we figured out together too, being like, oh,
Maybe.
this is how it works.
Why not?
Yeah. One of my favorite moments was you just start a new job, you get to know somebody, and you're sort of feeling each other out, or you're just like, when it's tough too. To like, this is why I'm so glad you're here, because this is where I can be like, hey, what's up? You know, I'm not going to get yelled at for not doing anything else. Be like, so what else? You know, like, what else do you do? Where'd you grow up? But I put on something. I think it was a Pantera song, and you like totally turned around and were like, "You like metal?" And I was like, "Yeah." And you were like, "Here we go."
Can't you see I'm easily bothered by persistence? One step from lashing out at you. You want to get under my skin and call yourself a friend. I've got more friends like you. What do I do? Is there no standard anymore? What it takes, who I am, where I've been, belong. You can't be something you're not. Be yourself, by yourself, stay away from me. A lesson learned in life, known from the dawn of time. Respect, walk, what did you say?
There we go.
Just like, here we go. Okay.
Friends forever.
And you're just like, put this on. Okay, I'll listen to the song. And then I think after that whole 2 weeks, you were like, do you know these people? And like, I didn't realize how, not stuck in a rut, but I like my bands and I listen to music, you know. I'm an older guy now, getting into my habit of stuff. And you opened my door up to like all these different metal bands that I was like, no, I've never heard of those. Or I think, you know, like the Black Metal Society.
Yep.
Those guys, I knew the members of the band from other bands, but didn't know they had like that projects. And then we started listening to that. So then Gojira, Stefano Kotzen, like all these fucking rad songs that now, this is why I think about you a lot, because I'm like rocking around here all the time being like, yeah, this fucking song's rad, dude. So I think that's like a big part of what makes the day great. You know, it's like when you have good tunes,
definitely.
you know.
It makes, you know, we have to spend 8 hours, more or less, 8 hours of working, plus the time that you arrive in, having lunch, the socializing,
Yeah.
for real, are like likely 9 or 9.5. And you know, you want to make it lighter. There's no reason that those hours must be heavy, boring, annoying, whatever.
They're gonna
Especially,
be.
yeah. I mean, I'm sorry, but
At some point, yeah, you're gonna have days that you're like,
you know,
yeah,
happen.
yeah,
It's part of life, but you know, there is still something that, oh, okay, you know, today I'm just in my mood, just crack some of my stuff, have fun. You don't have to deal with customer or answering the phone or do anything else more than just working with bikes. And you can just say, okay, today I'm gonna be in my world with my thought, and boom.
This passage of time, oh, I've always been through shadows of doubt. Again
I'm like, what is this listening to? You just turn. Okay, more to go with the music because I want to listen to some tunes too, or like pull out some songs that I really like that you showed me. But what I was thinking about starting, Stefano Parvoli.
Close enough.
I'm trying with my English accent. You grew up in Tuscany,
Yes, correct.
Italy. What was it like growing up in Italy?
First of all, you have to consider the size of the place.
Okay.
I was born and raised in this small town. I mean, not small, like Girona, more or less.
Okay.
Number of people and kind of extension. And it's like Girona. I'm from Lucca, and it's about half an hour drive from the seaside, and an hour and a half drive from the mountain where you can ski. So you can choose mostly what you like about everything. During the summer, summer holiday, I was always going to the seaside and spend as much time as possible there, even with my friend, taking the train, coming back home, doing this stuff. And I've always been like kind of in love for the sea or the ocean, and that's where everything started. We start just as a kid, catching the wave, then we got the bodyboard first, then surfing, and then when there was no wave, we just dive in and check fishes or whatever it was, and it was kind of natural for me. Became scuba diver and free diver. And it was funny because like the city hall was organizing these courses, and at the beginning of the year, like January, February, every house was receiving at home like this banner. Oh, there is this course in this place, this course, and blah, blah, blah. And there was a course for skydiving, just the super basic, not super tall, and scuba diving. And I was like, man.
That's a coin toss.
Exactly. It was like, this is a tough call. I want to do both, but I cannot afford them both,
Yeah.
I have at that period, I was still studying. So maybe I was working in the afternoon and I had to make a call, and I went to talk with the guy of the parachute, and they were like, yeah, but you have to do some training, some physical training and blah, blah, blah.
Is that where you have to be on the front of the guy?
Oh, no, was like in...
This might be before all the rules.
I know, that was like, you can get like a basic certificate, and it was with the help of the army.
Oh, wow.
The one that they just jump from the plane and there is the rope that open automatically the parachutes. Yep. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't feel that my knee would like something like that, So I was like, no, this time I'll take it easy. I will just go with the scuba diving. Then maybe next year, we'll see. If that is still on, I can think about it. And in the year after, I just keep going, and I took all the certificate of scuba diving. I did for 6 or 7 years in a row.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. First scuba diving and then free diving. Then I became a free diver instructor. It was just, for me, it was a natural journey,
Yeah.
Just because, not I want to go deeper, but because I want to know more. I want to be more specific, discover everything, how it work. Not just, just go down and breathe.
Yeah.
Not enough.
I'm treading water in the darkness of the sea. I'm drifting further. I guess I'm far out. I'm way too deep. Oh, won't you join me in the darkness enveloping? Oh, won't you dive in? Take my hand and sink with me.
What about that aspect of free diving? Because like you seem, well, I guess not. Sometimes I look at you and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty intense dude, and then I'm like, no, he's not. He's fucking super chill. And then when you're like, I used to do like, you know, free diving. I'm like, oh, that totally makes sense. Like you're just going deeper and deeper. It's quieter and quieter, more pressure, and you're just like, stay calm, chill, and then you just got to come back up alive.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you think that's part of your personality that really drew you to that aspect of the sport? Or did the sport create?
exactly. I would say both. Because, of course, if you are like a superhero ant or like very explosive, it can be helpful because you will learn how to control yourself. Instead, if you are someone, I'm always been like chill guy, you know, like not rash. We will figure it, you know. And doing freediving gave me the chance to know myself better, and like literally having the control over what you're doing. You exactly know where you are, and also teaching you like, okay, I was planning to do 10. I just get 8 or 7. It's enough.
Meters?
You know? No, in general.
Okay.
Meters, I went my personal best, and it's kind of funny because I'm not a professional, but was about 40 meters
Okay.
in 3 minutes and a half, way and back. I mean, if you think people that do the world champ in 3 minutes and a half, they go 200 meters and they come back, or 5 minutes and they come back. You know, they're mental.
Yeah.
But in my small achievement, and that's the thing, I was happy because I was feeling super calm, super relaxed. Just go there and come back. And
I mean, did you ever have any panic moments where you're just like, oh shit? you missed-
no.
Nothing.
Can happen, of course.
Yeah.
But you can always, you know, you're not tied up and just going down.
Yeah.
You always do something that it's calibrate. You never exceed. You have to know your limits.
Yeah.
And that's why it's funny. Or you want to do it again because you're like, oh yeah, last time I did 15 meters and I was feeling super comfy. This time I can try also stay more or go deeper. You know, see what happens.
Yeah.
Of course, with the safety and always someone else checking on you. You never go alone.
Yeah. You're not just out there going for it.
Yeah.
How would you practice for that? I mean, I'd imagine trying to practice by holding your breath is different than you sort of need the pressure or the depth to.
Because it's different.
Yeah, you're just in the pool on the bottom. It's not as deep. It's not. I guess you can practice a little bit of both ways, but
Yeah, exactly. We were doing that.
People are holding their breaths for a crazy amount of time now.
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing, of course, with my instructor of that period. In the pool, for example, there was 25-meter pool, underwater swim, way and back, as much as you can,
Yeah,
of course. And it's always someone else that walk next to you when you're swimming in case something happen. Or just, it's called static. And we were doing that in the pool for the kid. So it's seated up. Yeah, so it makes a little bit more comfy, just stay there and not breathing. Or just simple training on the bed or on the couch, or, I mean, whatever makes you feel relaxed in the right spot, you know. Maybe for you it's the chair, for me it can be the couch, all fold, you know. And then just hold your breath.
in the bathtub. Stefano, what are you doing?
Yeah, I mean, why not? If you're confident and you feel that in that specific environment with the hot tub, maybe lights on or off, whatever works for you, you can go deep in yourself and have the control of your mind, that works.
I'd imagine that's a big lure of it. I like that. I like things that help you sort of slow down, concentrate, really hyper focus on the now, what you're doing. Where were you teaching? You were teaching free diving or just scuba diving?
Free diving.
Free diving here or in Italy or where?
In Italy. In Italy, yeah. Yeah. For example, one of the exercises that we were doing, even when you practice by yourself, was visualizing the performance.
Yeah, mental training.
Exactly, because you are at the end of the story, you are holding your breath, and you're going deep in the water. If you can visualize your performance, so okay, now I'm gonna do my last breath, I will turn, I will dive, start to balance my hair, move the arm to get the first spin little bit, then I will start slowly to move the fin, then at this point, I should balance again my ear. You know, are all steps that first help you
Yeah.
to stay calm because your mind is busy.
Yeah.
So you're not thinking, oh, I'm deep, I'm not breathing, it's dark, it's cold. Exactly, there is a shark just behind me, you know. You're just like, you're busy doing something else.
I can see that also, like that makes sense because I think your approach to mechanics or working on bikes and just working around the bike shop is sort of very similar, or I see that in you where you come in and you have like your routine. I watch you with every bike and be like, boom, boom, boom. That's why you were picking up a ton, like when I was making like, or missing things or just like the rotors were different and I just would miss looking, you know, and you'd be like, what's different? And I'd be like, and you'd be like,
are you fucking with me?
And I'd be like, nothing.
Or not?
I'd be like, nothing. I didn't miss anything. I'm like trying so hard. I'm like, I know I didn't miss anything. And you're like, take a look, take another look. And I'd look and look and look and look. And I'd look right at both of them and be like, not see it. It's crazy how your mind works like that too. Like you see what you want to see or you hear what you want to hear. I think it's a big problem. And with a lot of, when I see myself get into situations that I'm frustrated with something or frustrated with another person or a situation, I always have that mentality of trying to step back and be like, what did I miss? Like I'm missing something that's making me pissed off. And then almost 100% of the time, I didn't see it.
And it's a little bit of the habit because you're doing something in a pattern. But in the same way, what I was telling you, if you visualize your performance, you have no room for mistakes. Because in your brain, you're like, okay, now I have to do that, then I have to do that, then I have to do that. And you go through all the steps, like in everything.
Yeah. Yeah, like with setting up all this equipment stuff too. I've done it enough to where I've missed something almost every time. I have it in my head to go through. I go through each camera, each mic. I look and I'm like, that's there, that's there, that's there. I try to limit it to like right before we sit down to be like, I only have 4 things I need to do. I need to know. I need to remember that see 4 red lights recording. And then we can sit down. You know, now it's like.
And that of course takes time.
Yeah.
You know, takes practice.
Yeah. So back to you. Enough about me. What led you then? So you were doing the free diving first before you started to get into like triathlete stuff and racing bikes. I mean, did you ride bikes as a kid? Of course,
since forever.
BMX bikes.
Yep.
Yeah.
My first bike was a BMX when I was 6. To go to school.
Yep.
Blue. Amazing.
Those were the days. You guys had the movies like E.T. or Rad. I mean, we were growing up in the same era. Like every cool movie that came out, the first scene was like the kids on
someone
the coolest
on a bike
auto or the coolest Predator. You'd be like, oh man, I need that bike. I need pegs. I need the Troy Lee design like plastic seat.
Yeah.
I need the Odie grips, you know.
100%.
I need the Vans with the checkerboards on them. I'd be like, I need that stuff. I know, you know, like I'd have to do something to earn it, you know. I'd have to go mow the lawn or work somewhere.
Yeah, 100%.
To get them.
Go to your neighbor. Hey, do you need to clean the window?
So expensive. Oh my God, it was so cool. So freaking cool. Yeah, BMX bikes were my favorite growing up. I did a little BMX racing when I was a kid. Super small. Like I grew up in New Jersey, and I was born in near Newark in a town called Kearney, which is like city. You can see New York City from whatever. If you get it up on a hill, you can see we're really close to the city. And then my dad and mom moved us out to like the border of Pennsylvania and New Jersey. So more rural farms, smaller town, a little bit more out in Mother Nature. We had the Delaware Water Gap, this big, the Delaware River, super cool. So we were able to fish. There's ponds and stuff. And then there was this drag strip called Island Dragway. And every weekend and Thursday nights, it would be like the big funny cars, you know, and they'd be dragging. It was like a huge draw to that area. Everyone out there drinking beers. It was like back when you didn't have to wear a seatbelt. Your dad can drink and drive, you know, it was like the glory days.
Yeah.
And then they had a BMX track there. And it was just me and my friend Mike Hardy, this redhead kid that was like shorter. And he was always eating Big League Chew. Like he was chewing tobacco, but the gum. And he'd always just like have Big League Chew. And like he was such a character. And he would be like spitting. And he beat me every fucking time. And it'd be like Mike Hardy was like my nemesis, you know? And he was just like this redhead kid, freckly redhead, smaller. And he had the best off the gate. Like he could balance and I never really could get it. And he would just sit there dead still. And they'd be like, and that's all it took was just that. You never catch him because you're just
Unless he does mistakes.
unless he fucks up. But he's Mike Hardy. This kid, he was so good with stats too. He knew every baseball player, every stat, like their RBIs, who played first. It was crazy, super smart kid. I just recently reached out to him and talked to him. It was pretty cool. Like after,
Like, hey, do you remember?
Like 30
you were
years,
winning all the days.
He was like, "Yo, dude!" Shout out to Mike Hardy. But
That's fun.
Yeah, super fun. But you got into, like, what drew you to doing triathlons? I mean, you have a little bit of swimming or a lot of swimming.
Yeah, I
bikes,
started to swim super kid.
and running. What's the running aspect?
The running aspect is actually sadish because I got a massive accident when I was 29. I was going to work with a motorcycle, and a dude just missed a stop with the truck and just slammed me over completely. I just been stuck under the truck. I just broke everything, every bones and shit. Stayed 2 months and a half in the hospital. And long story short, every day, as soon as I could walk with my walking stick, there was a park in my town, and every day I was going was 4K, the loop, and every day I was doing in the morning one and one in the afternoon because I was like, I want to come back,
Right.
you know? So as much as I do what I can do, of course, with the physio and everything, they will say, yeah, just take it easy, or maybe when, you know, if you feel tired, or don't stress yourself, you know? You already have like massive impact. So take it easy. So as much as I could, I was going for a walk. And in this park, there was always people running, no? And they were passing me. And I would see them running to me and then passing again.
Sort of like agony.
At the end, I spent like 2 months and a half completely lying in the bed because I cracked my back and broke my hip. And when I was with this walking stick, I was like, you know what? I always hate run, but now I want to go for a run, you know? I bought my first running shoes, of course, when I could, having like
Yeah, start slow.
7 months after.
Yeah, yeah.
And I start to run. And I was already like, at the end, I'm going to swim 3 times a week. It's 20 years that I'm riding bikes. I'm like, why not? Just running and see what happens. And then a couple of years after, I start to train like solid. Every day I was like, okay, today we run, then tomorrow swim, and of course in the weekend, because then I have to work. Bike ride. And boom. I found a triathlon group in my town.
That's pretty crazy to come back from such a big injury too. I mean, it's a good motivator to be like, I might never walk again or start running.
And that to connect to what we were talking about, freediving, it gave me the like self knowledge of myself. Like many times the doctor, they were like, no, you can try to do it. And I was like, I don't really feel okay to do it. And I was right. And sometimes they were like, no, you shouldn't do that. But I was feeling that my body was like, yeah,
knowing your limits.
just a little bit more.
Yeah.
You can do it. Then, of course, everything is relative to that moment, to that situation. Maybe if I do it now, it's like, no, dude, come back to the couch. We talk about that in a couple of months, you know?
Yeah, totally. But you went on to do some, I was looking, when I was perving your style, I was perving your Instagram, that you went back to back and won some triathlete races back to back. You got like silver and 2. What race was that you won? Silver. You silver.
Our status,
Okay.
which is all world athlete,
Yeah.
I was in the first 5% of my age group in the Ironman ranking.
That's pretty sweet.
It's okay.
Yeah.
To be the first year, I mean, I achieved that the first year that I started to do Ironman, 70.3. So the half.
Do you have the sticker on your scooter?
I had the sticker on my other flask.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Because I always
never
had
knew what
that.
those were. I was like, once I found out, I'm like, Ironman, the distance. And then there's the half marathon people would do the 13.5 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, oh, come on, man. Now, I always think it's fascinating because I grew up doing sports, love cycling, and just people who are going for it, you know? You don't have to be, I mean, there's people that are the best in the world, but there's all of the rest of us, you know? I think it's so fascinating, living here in Girona, seeing, there's a bunch of different levels, right? Let's say just cycling, and the runners too.
It's super high here in Girona.
Yeah. And coming from Boulder, Colorado, when we moved from Portland, Oregon, to Boulder, I had to go get my physical at the doctor. I walk into the doctor's office, and she asked me, are you fit or Boulder fit? Or no, on the phone she asked me, are you fit or are you Boulder fit? And I was like, what does that mean? I'm like New Jersey fit. I don't even know. I'm like, you better see me.
What does it mean?
You better see me as fast as possible. She's like, oh, you're not in the Olympics or anything? I was like, no. She's like, okay, you just come in next week, you know? And most of her, I'd say probably all of her clients were going to be at some tour down under or do the Ironman. There's like everyone you see in Boulder is high altitude training.
Mm-hmm.
You never get a chance to have a beer with anybody, you know?
Oh, they have to train.
No, I'd bring like a 6-pack to the party and be like, yeah, and like on my third one, and be like, anyone else want one? They're like, no, I'm gonna run after this, and I'd be like, oh, I feel like terrible. And be like, what am I doing with my life? And I'd be like, all right, I'll take them.
Well,
Yeah, and just like check my blood pressure, and then my whoops going off. It's just like you're dead. I'm like, oh shit. Try Pilates.
I can see you doing Pilates. Actually.
Pilates, I can get into Pilates for sure. I need to do something. It's very relaxing. I mean, what's funny is you think Pilates is easy.
No, it's not easy at all. It's not easy at all.
No. But yeah, coming here to Girona and seeing how many people are out there every freaking day.
Yeah.
Flying by you, and then you have the pro teams here. They're out there doing it, and then you have the tourists that come in. I love seeing the groups of guys that come in and that are like,
Yeah.
they're on vacation, so they're taking it light. You know, they're just getting great rides in, but they're still eating good. You see them having beers at night.
Exactly.
And
It's an healthy tourism.
yeah,
You know, you don't see like people doing crazy thing or get drunk in the middle of the night, screaming and yelling in town. You see people on the bike
yeah.
and just pedaling,
Yeah.
doing nothing wrong. You know.
I mean, you do get some crazy nights. I like when sometimes when there's a soccer game and if Girona wins, there'll be some some
That's
rowdy shit.
some crazy things happen.
Yeah, but nothing really bad, and no riots, no cars are getting flipped over. Or anything like that.
No. But you see, you can hear them
Yeah,
screaming. Wherever you are in town, you just hear this echo of people yelling.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Are you still doing anything? Do you have any aspirations to continue the race or to continue to do anything competitive now? Or are you just like,
I'm actually registered for a race, an aqua bike this time.
oh, that's right. You were telling me about that.
Yeah. Is in May, early May.
Okay. How do you train for that?
It's actually easier than an half Ironman because I don't have to run.
Yeah.
You know, I still run like a couple of times a week when I have to do my cardio.
Sorry. So it's just swim and ride.
Bike, yes.
My brain went to like you're on one of those bikes that when you start pedaling in the water, it has the hydrofoil, and you're like aqua bike.
Oh, that would be fun.
That would be super
We
fun.
start all together and then
That would be fucking
that would be fun. We should make something like that.
They have those bikes that they're getting like that's where technology has been getting crazier and crazier too, where you have like these super fat, high speed, pedal powered,
Yeah.
bikes. I mean, there's the e surfboards and stuff.
Yeah,
too
you
that-
can make like an e-bike that maybe could float.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? Yeah.
What's the swim? A mile? 2 miles?
Yeah, it's 1.6 mile.
Which is far, right? That's a good swim.
It's 2K. 2K swim and 90K, 56 mile. Right.
So that's a pretty significant bike
Mm.
ride.
I did already a couple of races like that when I was in New Zealand. But they have weird distances. One was like 3K swim, 140 ride, and another was like called like half distance, which is like half Ironman. So 2K swim, 90K ride, no run. And it's fun because the quote for triathlon is swim, bike, run. And then in the aqua bike, they will always say swim, bike, done. Like,
Yeah.
job done. You don't have to struggle and easy, no run.
Privilege a chosen view, blessed with our time and hell. Witness a divine mission, the day we all fell still. Enter the dying age, a shattered hourglass. Wrath of the warring gods, and so this too shall pass. It's only getting worse, not worth the moment's regret. Each my vengeance. Blame it for your intent. Fear in the ways. Enthrall others fallen from grace. Bloody is as bloody does. Witness the master's grace. Fear and death in the wings. Enthrall of those fallen from grace. Petty is as petty does. Witness the master's grace. God forbid you read the signs. Watch for meanings between the lines. Gehenna has now arrived. No hindsight for the blind. Your trust has been misplaced. Believe the lies told to your face. They came another casualty, and now it's too late.
Went like dead. That's fucking cool. Where's that gonna be?
Empuria Brava, Empuriada Brava.
Where's that?
North.
North of here, south?
North. Okay, Girona. Going to France. I mean, France direction, so north, but obviously on the coast.
Still in Spain.
Yeah, yes.
Dude, I want to come watch.
It's like an hour and a half. No, 40 minutes from here.
Yeah.
For what I saw.
That's what's so cool about this little town, Girona, too. The first time I went up and did a bike ride up to the L's, the church or the cathedral up there, or the, would you call it a cathedral, or the, at the top of L's Angels there?
Oh, yeah, the kind where there is the antenna.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if it's a monastery or something like that.
Yeah, monastery. But if you go around the backside of that,
There is a restaurant.
yeah. But then have you ever been, there's like a bench, and then there's like another section back there, and I rode my bike up there, and was like, made it, you know, I'm like Spain, American guy in Spain, this is great, finally doing it. And then I looked and I was like, are those clouds? And I was like seeing the water.
Yeah, you can see the
Yeah,
you can
it's
see
like so
the you
close.
see the
It's
sea.
like 18 only like 18 miles or whatever.
Yeah,
It's like,
no, it's super close.
super close. I mean, it's the way the roads are, it takes you longer to get there, but if like you're looking from the mountain, it's right
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
And I remember that like it was like a mirage. I was like, why is the sky like
Is the altitude?
you know, it's like, why is it so fucking yeah, and I'm dying from pedaling up the hill in the 100-degree heat. But I was like, oh man, it's right there. You can see roses, sort of like
Yeah.
where Catechus is. It's beautiful, and you see all the little islands. It's such a cool little spot, man.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this area might have been like a little bit like how you growing up in Italy. You have the ocean
Yeah.
and the water. We can see the Pyrenees from here.
Yeah, totally.
It's really freaking cool. Some people have the drive to live in the city or be a city person. It'd be like if we looked out and saw the mountains, you're like, oh, I want to go out there and get into Mother Nature.
Yeah. One day I was in LA and I was, you know, where is the next to the Hollywood Hill that there is this massive observatory,
Yeah.
and it's one of the highest point of Los Angeles. And they were like, yeah, you know, if you look in that direction, you can see the ocean. I was like, it's far. It's like, yeah, look, it's not that far. It's about 5 or 6 miles from here. And you can actually see the ocean. What you cannot see was the edge of Los Angeles. And I have friends that they were from LA, and they were like, yeah, I'm from LA, this neighborhood, LA North, you know. Never been in the other side of LA.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone. I didn't have any reason. Never been there. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah. And then one thing it is like without traffic, it's an hour drive. It could be an hour and 45-minute drive
Without traffic.
without traffic.
Yep.
And then with traffic, it could take you all 8 hours to get
Oh, yeah.
down there. Same sort of thing. There's all these different sections of LA where you're like, what? Where the fuck? LA is cool though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Yeah. That's another thing
it's a sick place.
I want to talk about. Here I think Stefano, small town kid from Tuscany region. Well, I guess your town is in Tuscany. Tuscany is the area of Italy.
Yeah.
Then it turns out you lived in New Zealand. You lived in
California,
Davis.
Sacramento.
Yeah. What has that been like? Like you've done some cool stuff. Like you've gone over and like you sort of That's what. Here's what. Okay, this is why I wanted to talk about it, and this is me being. I might have already told you this, but like, you confuse me in the sense that like everything that I think, I'm like, oh, I'm American, I got this. You'd be like, oh yeah, and like all the things. Like it's like you're from L.A. or from California or from Boulder or from New Jersey. Like you have such depth of like not I guess American culture or like world culture. Where for me, I feel like being an American, I keep realizing that I think we think everything revolves around us. But is that where you got into music? Was when you were moved into the United States, or were you into music more when you were here?
I'm always been into music since I'm like super kid. So I grown up in a family that my mom was super into music. She was a musician when she was young,
right.
and she was playing piano.
Okay.
And then
Same with my mom.
yeah, so since I'm basically born, of course she was like a huge lover of classical music. So wherever it's Beethoven or this kind of stuff, opera, she had tons of back in the day there was VHS, do you remember? Then she DVD, and she has like concert of this piano soloist, maybe 3 hours. This guy was playing alone, and she was like, "Oh, it's so beautiful, mom." And she was bringing me to also to see this concert at the theater and everything. And it was, of course, at that age, I was like, man, that's boring. But then also, I wanted to play an instrument, and she was like, okay, what instrument do you want to play? Instead say, oh no, come on, just study or do something else. She was like, yeah, okay, what do you want to play? I was like, well, I would like the guitar, you know. And she found a super school, and she sent me there, and then I was like, oh, but I'm kind of boring. You know, I like guitar, but I, was more an classical imprinting. Instead, I was like more, rock and roll. I just want to, I want to jam, I want to have fun, doing this kind of stuff. But doing that, I get some solid base.
Yeah.
Where
I mean, that's where you should start.
Exactly.
I
and
mean,
it can bring me
the fundamentals.
whatever you want,
Yeah.
As soon as you know how to read the music, you can play whatever.
Yeah.
I
do like that. And I do remember now you talking to me about how you had that older friend that was like, would help you like look through the back of that magazine or something.
Oh, yeah. That was cool because he was older, very older than me, much older than me. But he was into metal, and I was like, oh, and of course, we are talking about like late 90s, and there was no internet, no anything.
No, you had to mail and send some money.
Exactly.
Send a check, a cashier's check, and hopefully they fucking mail you it.
Yeah, there was, at that time was already like, you order, they made the shipment, you go to the post office, you pay, and then they give you the package. If you don't pay, they send it back.
Oh, shit.
So easy. It happened a couple of times. I placed an order, and then things happen. I was like, oh shit, I need to pay this stuff. I was like, well, I'm not going to collect the package in 30 days or something. They would send it back.
Around. Did you guys have that in America? We had, what the fuck was it called? Here's how they would get you. You would pay a penny, and I don't know if you had to have a credit card number at this time, because this was like early, but it was like pick 10 CDs for a penny or cassettes.
Wow.
So for 1 penny, you would get your first 10 albums for free. And then there was some fine print in there that nobody read, and we would just be like, penny, mail it, information, address, name, dad's name, like mom's name. Mail it in and get like AC/DC, get like Poison, get all these albums. And then at some point it came back like, hey, like, what is this? And it was like, the monthly membership was like way more, like $29.99, which was like super expensive at the time. I gotta remember what the fuck that was called. But at least I got my first 10. And then what's crazy is it took years to like, not sue the company, but to not pay the company.
Yeah,
they put you in like default. They like sued you. They're like, you need to pay. You sign the contract. It's a lifetime contract.
You're stuck. It's like a marriage.
Oh man! And then be like, "What'd you get?" My dad would be like, "What is this for?" And be like, Guns N' Roses? The fuck is Guns N' Roses? What is this devil music you're listening to? Like, you gotta hear it. It's great. Fucking love it. Yeah, it's interesting too. Like, that's something we can talk about. Is like some people are drawn like really into metal. You know, like I love it. And I know some of it is like there's times where it's not. I don't want to say appropriate. I feel like it's always appropriate. I can always listen to it. But some bands you're like that's a little too heavy for like the AM or whatever.
Yeah.
Or if you're in a group with like you're hanging out with grandma and everybody and you start throwing stuff on. Some of it is very aggressive.
Yeah, but it's so big as a genre that you can literally pick everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be mandatory someone that scream or talk kill about someone else, you know. It can be something kind of instrumental or classical or, you know.
I sold my soul just so I could repay. I broke my heart so I couldn't feel pain. I lost my faith 'cause I can't justify the way I've got no hope. That's only for losers and fakes. I lost my mind just so I could escape. I still got time, but I know it's too late. I still got friends to tell me I'm okay. I'm still alive. I keep on testing faith.
Lots I've noticed, like at work and listening to jams or starting like jams, you have like a pretty broad scope of what you like and what you know. This one you threw out at me the other day. Oh, there's Chokehold, which has been my surprise favorite for the last couple of days, because that one's like lulls you into like, oh, it's a little melody or there's some harmony. It's like not too hard, and then it gets a little harder. There's like a section where you're like, oh shit. Let me put this on.
Man, this song is, and as the title track says, it's a vocal cover. No, his voice is just so good.
Yeah.
He has an extension that is incredible. He can do everything, like super mellow and deep. And then he has this growl that is ultra technical, super clean. He's the singer from Lorna Shore. They are like metalcore, quite thick, you know.
This is as high as it goes. Some of it, part of me wants to like crank it up, but I don't want to blow our ears out. Still talk, but, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be on our episode 6 My Girona Spotify playlist. We'll offer this to listeners if they want to listen along to some
Yeah.
songs. Did you get that from me the other day when I sent it to you?
Oh.
I made you like an editor on the playlist so you can add.
I was on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was waiting for on WhatsApp, like, hey, I did the playlist, and I was like, what is that? What is that? I was scrolling in, I was scrolling Spotify, but I was like, no, sorry,
We're still learning the technology.
sorry, I just learned.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like this song. And there's something about like, I jumped onto that song, but the Mark
Mark Knopfler.
Knopfler, that was the one you threw out the other day.
Yeah, is the guitar and the brain of Dire Straits.
That song, Why I Man?
That's the solo project.
Mm-hmm.
Because of course he has a solo career, not just Dire Straits.
Yeah.
And it's super interesting because it's one of of course, there is lots of history, and stories. And he play without the pick. Just arpeggios.
Yeah. Like banjo style almost?
Yeah.
Well, banjo players play with a pick a lot.
Yeah, they have that pick
Thumb
wrap
style.
around the thumb. But he just play with the finger. No pick at all.
I really love this song. And I love Dire Straits too. Dire Straits is super great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've shown me like my whole summer playlist for 2026. It's like all come from you. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be the best.
That's
summer
good. That's
ever.
good.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
That's gonna be super fun. You still playing guitar?
Sometimes I have less time, of course.
Yeah.
Also, I live in an apartment, so I don't really. I want to be respectful for my neighbor. I guess they don't wanna.
Because you got it's electric guitar then.
Yeah, I have electric and classical, but sometimes I put the headphone, but still, I don't want to be unrespectful.
Yeah.
Who live next to me?
Yeah. Good luck being a drummer. You're just like screwed.
Yeah, I mean, you have a garage.
Yeah. It took me 35 years to get a place where I feel okay playing.
When we were kids, we were going. Friend of mine, he has a garage like that, and the parents were like, "Yeah, okay, we are gonna agree." The parents agreed to buy him a drum kit, super simple. But they were like, "Listen, we are gonna buy you a drum kit. just if you can make the garage like
Soundproof.
as much as possible,
Yeah.
of course. So it started to, of course, was not like internet like now, just Google it, ask ChatGPT, and boom, you have the answer.
Yeah.
So he was like, no, I think cardboard. Then he came out with the idea of the eggs, the
egg cartons. Yeah,
exactly. And so he stuck on the wall a layer of foam, and then on top of that, the eggs that, of course, you cannot go to the grocery and buy like
Billion eggs.
3,000 bags of eggs. And he was like, when his mom was buying the eggs to do whatever,
Right.
he was saving the cardboard and just stick it there.
It works surprisingly well.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just have to break up the bounce is basically it. I'd like to do that something in here. It's like a little bit still boomy.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep going into, I can throw up egg cartons, or something nice, I'm just like, I'll just fix it in post. Like I want to get some nice. I was thinking about painting these walls black, making it super dark, or at least painting. I wanted to paint this up.
You can make a graffiti.
There's some. Well, I was gonna paint Bulgaro Thug on.
No?
there.
You made something like
It would be cool. I had a pen around here. I'm gonna try to find it because I wanted everybody that comes over to just sign their name somewhere.
oh, that
Just
would be
like,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a pen. The Bulgaro Thug kid that tags around town.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everywhere. I'd rather get him to come in and do it himself.
Yeah.
Part of the idea when I was starting the show was to ask every guest if they're Bulgaro Thug, to try to find them, and then to raise
Like
money.
Banksy's.
Yeah, totally.
The Girona Banksy's,
Totally. But that fucking kid will spray paint someone's brand new, like really expensive garage door that they just put up, and he'll be like Bulgaro Thug, and you're like, come on, dude, like at least. And it's the worst. He's got the worst. He's just a kid. I've narrowed it down to he's got to be like 13 or 14. I think he goes to school up here in Montjuic because you'll see a lot of like his tags around here and they're fresh.
That makes sense.
And then there was a bunch of chalk graffiti, like kids drawing in chalk on the stairs going down the hill. And I think his other classmates were like saying, like they were like writing Bulgaro Thug. And they're like,
is this guy?
Jacob, or whatever. Yeah, they were like calling him out. And I want to like I want to raise money to send him to like art school or something, or be like, hey, or send him to Barcelona to like meet real graffiti artists because he's trying real hard. He does like the really shitty. Remember the movie Scream?
Yeah.
The Mask. He does that, and then now he's got a girlfriend. So you'll see some of his tags. It's like Bulgaro Thug, and it's like Miss Pinky or something.
Ah,
like
that's
whoever,
cute.
yeah, it's totally.
That's
They're
cute.
like a tag team. And it's like on somebody's nice house, you're like, come on, you're in Montjuic, like quit spray painting my front door.
Do something real.
You're not there yet, but I gotta find out who he is.
I don't know if in Italy, I know that in some places it's uncommon, some city hall, stuff like that. They give like wall
For
for
that purpose.
legal graffiti. Yes, you can go there and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Of course, it doesn't have to be something offensive or you know,
But try it out.
behave at the end.
Yeah, do your art, make your name or do your tag. 'Cause
Exactly.
There's some really. I've looked around Girona and there is some really cool, talented like tags where you're like, oh, that's freaking cool. Which is big for me growing up in the city. Was like a huge movement, 80s, 90s, spray painting the subways and stuff. It was like a huge counterculture where there was like magazines, zines that would come out.
Yeah,
that
I
would get
remember
passed
that.
around.
I remember that.
And
I
you're
was
like-
buying that sometime. That was sick.
It's so cool, and they're like they would raid the subway stations at night, have lookouts, walkie-talkies, security guards are coming, and they would go in the middle of the night to like do a huge mural, and they would like run, and there would be like teams that would do the really big trains, and one kid would come in and start working like the back color, like do the whole back color. The other kid would come in and like block out the letters, and then like the real artist would come in and like finish it up, and then there would be like one or two people doing the little stars and stuff, and like they would be in and out in like an hour with like a really cool freaking piece. I was always so into that. I was like, man, that's like another bit of counterculture, so similar to music or bands or like art that is super cool. And then they would just come and spray paint, like clean it off, you know, like that kind of like non-permanent things that might not last forever or
Yeah.
probably won't, you know.
You enjoy for the
Yeah.
when you can see it.
Yeah. Have you seen there's like somebody did in New York City, I don't think it's the Brooklyn Bridge. One of the bridges is a big steel girders and there's like a big bike path and a big walkway. It's one of the longer bridges, but it has like the trusses come up and it's like every maybe 15 feet is like the way the bridge is built. And this kid did graffiti where if you're just looking up at it, it just looks like a hue, you know, like out of the spectrum of color that he did it in. But when you're at the other end of the bridge and you look, like sort of tilt your head and like read it from this, like from the
Like the
perspective,
perspective of the
like you see
going
his, you
straight.
see his whole name, and it's like boom, 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 boom.
Boom.
It's
Man.
fucking dope. It's super cool, and like it's like you don't notice it if you're not looking at it. It just looks like they painted it a certain color, and it looks like the city would have come in and be like, oh, we have like it's a little bit green here and a little bit blue, and then it gets purple back to
But
green.
instead, it's someone that behind
Yeah.
made that thought and a project and
each
developed.
night he came in and did one beam at a time, and it's just because of it, the space of it. But you have to be at either end to see it, and I think it's two-way. It's like fucking cool.
Man,
It's super cool.
that's awesome.
Yeah, I love that shit. Well, what do you think about like? What are your plans? What do you think you're going to be doing in the next couple months? I noticed like you're
Training.
training, getting ready for this aqua bike. Do you have any other fun stuff planned?
No, I start to look for the 2026 concert list.
Nice.
I'm just making a list and then I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pick few and then we'll see. Hopefully.
I saw Megadeth's going to come to
Yeah.
Valencia.
Yes. They also coming to Barcelona at the Barcelona Rock Fest.
Okay.
So I may think, I don't know, I'm still deciding. Because of course, if you see them in a festival, like actually every band, if they play in a festival, even if they are the eyeliner, yeah, it's cool, but instead if the concert is just for them
Yeah.
and they have guests, it's just different energy.
Yeah. There's always Ben Harper.
Yes.
I'm going to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, Ben Harper is a couple of months.
Yeah, March.
Yeah, I don't
6
remember
weeks or something.
when.
Yeah. I think the 23rd or 24th.
Yeah,
Which is interesting that he'd come to like a place like Girona seems so. I mean, it does seem like the perfect place to come for people. I don't know why more bigger. I guess there's big bands that come in through here all the time.
Yeah, maybe it's like why Girona and not Barcelona or I don't know other town, but just because I never see anyone that big play here.
Yeah, it seems pretty big. I always think bands that get like he's really successful, really good, big, could probably play anywhere. But even like Metallica should come to fucking Girona. You know what I mean? Like they should play small bars again and just like go into a small little place and play.
Yeah, I
Maybe change the name.
yeah, I don't know. For what I noticed, there is a massive Spanish punk culture,
Yeah.
and not like metal.
Would you say it's more like
Maybe it's
when you say
not
punk,
what they like here.
it sort of reminds me like the music that I hear in the summertime seems more like that ska, like that.
Yes. Yes, it has a lot of ska.
And you're like, which is cool. Like one ska song, love it. When it's 3 a.m. and it's the same ska song, and you're like, and then the next band comes up, and then they're like 2, 3, 4, ska, ga, 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 ga. And you're like, it's the band just got, it's a different band with the same fucking songs. Like, come on. But this is my getting used to
A different culture, different place.
culture for sure. Different culture.
Yeah, I guess talking about Ben Harper and this punk situation, it's a reason proper like economic reason. Like whoever organized this stuff is like, I'm not gonna put the money to call a guest that maybe 5 people go and see,
Sure.
or maybe even the whoever play is like, I don't really want to go there. I don't know what it could be the dynamics
Yeah.
here.
I think the theater he's playing in is a pretty nice theater. It's like a more professional for sure.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to explore more out in town and see not ska bands, but you can never do that. In America, you can never do that. You'll never be able to play. Like here, they really let you party. Like that's one thing about Spain, Girona. They'll throw down like for 2 weeks at a time. And you're like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And up here, the sound from the park,
Yeah.
sometimes you can hear people talking. It like comes up the hill and just like smacks like off the wall. And you're like, is that somebody outside? And you listen, you're like, oh no, it's like people
It's just
down at the park.
down there.
Yeah. And if a band's playing or there's like some drummers and stuff, you're like, what is going on?
Man, that stuff is massive. Huh?
Massive.
It's like for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. It sort of gets to be, you're like, man, it's a lot. But it's cool. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm all about, I'm not that old where I'm like, you damn
no.
kids, rock and roll.
But it's super cool because it's like, this is not their culture, their tradition. It's what they like, and they keep it. It's like, I don't care whatever the world does. This is what I like, and this is what we do.
This is what
and
we
boom.
do. Yeah. And then you see on my way to work in the morning or dropping off Ellie to school, it's cool to see the local cafes that you're like, man, a lot of people getting coffee at 6:30.
Yeah.
And they're all just smoking and drink. You're like, they have beers, and they're like, no, they've been up.
Yeah,
They're just drinking. They're still coming home.
Yeah,
Yeah.
many times I'm like, man, people just go to the bar at like 10 a.m. Oh, can I have a caña? Can I have a beer? I'm like, dude, it's 10 a.m.
Yeah,
It's okay that somewhere in the world it's 5:30, but you know,
yeah.
it's here is still 10 a.m. and they're like, no, I'm super happy having that beer.
I love to have you back sometime if you're interested. Talk more about stuff. See how
Yes,
your
of course, whatever.
your aqua bike went. I think this is super fun. It was cool to just chill. I'm glad you came over, had some food.
Thank you.
Yeah. I wish you the best of luck, and also I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
And we'll say, it feels like a Monday again.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's Monday again.
Yeah, dude. Thanks so much. This is super cool.
Thank you so much.
Cheers.